YouTube and welcome back to my channel this afternoon. I know it's been a super long time since the last time you guys have seen me, but guess what? As you can tell from my background, I moved into my new condo and I've been super excited to sit down and film for you guys after I unpacked a couple boxes and, put a couple things away throughout the rest of the household because we just moved last weekend and it was super crazy, hectic, busy. I was away for drill that weekend as well, so I literally started moving at 5:30 in the evening. The movers didn't end up leaving until almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I had to be up at 3 o'clock to get up, finish my laundry, and shower for drill Saturday morning. So all last weekend was crazy busy, and then I of course jumped into a full work week, and now this past weekend I was at a dog adoption event volunteering, and then I went to spend Mother's Day with my mom and my sister, so I barely had any time to film. And then I misplaced my camera, which I was so frustrated. I looked everywhere, like in all of the boxes, in my car, just anywhere I could possibly think of, and I finally just decided that I must have accidentally thrown it away. And then once I stopped looking and went to order a new camera, guess what? I found my camera. So that is how I am managing to film right now, and I am thinking about purchasing a new camera as well because I want the quality to be a little bit nicer now that I'm in my new place. I have ample space and this is all natural lighting. I don't have any internal lights in my room. I have one stand-up light that I purchased at Home Depot, and it does give off a lot of light, but during the nighttime, I don't think I'd be able to film unless I have those like filming lights, and I am thinking about purchasing those, or maybe like a ring light, just so that way I can get my YouTube more on track, because I really do want to spend the rest of this year focusing on doing YouTube because I really enjoy doing this, and I want to spend more time and effort and dedicate more of myself to this because it's such a fun hobby of mine. So that is it for this long introduction. I do plan on decorating a little bit more, and then I can do a room tour because this room is a whole lot nicer than my old room, and as you can tell with the natural lighting, you can actually see me without like all of these shadows and casts because my old room was super dark, so I always felt like I was filming in a cave. Alright, now that I'm done with my introduction, I can move on to the finished 5 by Cinco de Mayo finale. I know I'm super late, guys, but I figured why not film it late than not film it at all? So let me just jump in. So I'm pretty sure where I left off on my last update was I hadn't finished the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. This is a small deluxe size sample, and as you can tell, it is completely gone. So I really did enjoy this bronzer while I was using it. It's very, very dark and it's very, very pigmented. So you need a very light hand with this bronzer because otherwise it looks like you have 2 little Tootsie Rolls underneath your cheekbones. But I did manage to use this up. I really did enjoy this. I'm not going to go out and purchase the full size because this is usually a 100-point perk or a free sample, especially with Ulta orders. So I'm sure I'll be able to pick up another one of these in the future, and I don't think I would manage to go through a full size of this just because it is so dark, and it's not one of my holy grail bronzers or one of my favorite ones. I really love my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and then I also really like the Physicians Formula bronzers that I use as well. So I'm in no rush to go pick this up, but I would possibly pick this up if this was a 100-point perk, considering I have a ton of points to Sephora. The next product is the MAC Prep and Prime highlighting pen in the shade Light Boost, and I didn't finish this up. It looks like this, and I'm not too upset. I'm sorry that it looks so wonky and dirty, but I love this stuff and I use it every single day. So I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup only because I've been super busy with moving, and I was just doing like a mascara and eyeliner type of deal with my eyebrows, but I love this stuff. It is a holy grail of mine. I use it underneath my eyes on top of concealer, and then I warm it up with my finger and pat it into my skin. It does a fantastic job of brightening up the under eye area, and I love the fact that this is very yellow toned, so it works great with the undertones of my complexion since I'm Asian, and a lot of especially concealers and foundations pull very pink, and that just makes me look sick and like have a gray cast. It's the weirdest thing, but I like extremely yellow undertoned products, and this one works great. So once I'm done with this, I actually already went ahead and repurchased another full size of this through MAC, so I already have a backup, and I would highly recommend this product if you're looking for a under eye highlighting pen. It does come in 2 other shades. One is a more salmon and one is a more like rose undertone, and I know all of them work amazing because I've owned them all at some point within the past couple years of my life. But this one, Light Boost, is my absolute favorite. And then the last product is kind of like 2 products. So you guys know that I was using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium Dark for a while, and I had to switch it out because it was a little bit too dark and a little bit too pink for me. So this is what it looks like now because I did end up going back to using it. And as you can tell from the side, that right there is the terracotta pan. So I wouldn't necessarily consider that hitting pan by any means, but I'm pretty close to hitting pan. I've been using this probably for the last week or so, and it just works fantastic now that I've gone to drill it, and since I was outside, I got a tan, and it's been working really well with setting the rest of my foundation. So I think maybe another, definitely less than a month of like daily use of this product, it will be gone. These go by pretty fast. All MAC products do, in my opinion, probably because I use a ton of MAC products and I use them on a daily basis. So I really have been enjoying this, and that is what I used today to set my foundation. And then you guys know that I swapped that out for this product, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Foundation in the shade NC40. And I had to have a light hand with this because it is a bit dark, but as you can tell, I used it completely up. This is one of my favorite foundations to set my foundation. I know that sounds so crazy, but I like to use a medium to full coverage powder foundation to set my medium to full coverage liquid foundation, because I just think, in my opinion, this powder works fantastic setting the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Liquid Foundation. It is like one of my favorite combinations, and it's what I've been wearing for years and years and years. I've definitely repurchased this like probably like a dozen times in the past, and you guys know I go through a bottle of this like every maybe like 2 months. So this combination is fantastic. I do have to warn you guys, I am a full coverage foundation type of girl. Like, if I'm gonna wear a foundation, I want to make sure that my skin looks completely flawless. So if you're more of a no makeup type of girl, I wouldn't recommend either of these products because they tend to sit a little bit heavy on your skin. You can definitely feel the fact that you have makeup on your face. So if you're looking for a more natural looking foundation or, you know, powder for your face, I would definitely go with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, because if you just take a big fluffy brush and apply this product onto your face very lightly, it gives you such a natural like sun-kissed look on your face. It gives you a little bit of warmth, but it barely looks like you're wearing any type of product. So I know this because my sister is the complete opposite of me when it comes to makeup. She is a no makeup type of girl, and this is one of her favorite products. So I'm not gonna go ahead and repurchase this powdered foundation right now because I already have a ton of pressed powders that some of them are actually even new, and I don't think I've ever even used them, like the Maybelline Fit Me powder and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powders. So I want to start testing these out so that way I can do mini reviews for you guys. I'm definitely fumbling with my words because I haven't filmed in like 2 or 3 weeks. So pardon me, but I should get back on track eventually. You guys know how it goes, especially if you film videos. Sometimes it takes a while to like get your sentences out. So that is it for my Finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo. I hope you guys did enjoy this update. I am super thrilled to be back and filming for you guys, and I plan on filming at least 1 or 2 more videos later on this week. I was going to try to film another one tonight, but I can already hear Olivia scratching at the door, and I want to be able to possibly take her to the dog park or at least a walk around the new complex. She loves walking around because there's so many other dog owners here, so she gets to meet all of her other little dog friends. I know that kind of sounds like corny, but to me it's just so much fun because she has a lot of little dog friends that she gets to play with now. So that is it. I do want to mention quickly what I'm wearing on my lips. So this morning I started off with wearing Rimmel's Exaggerate lip liner in the shade number 5 Pure, and it looks like this. And then when I was touching up later on throughout the day, I realized I left this one at home. So I was carrying the NYX retractable lip liner in the shade number MPL 15 Fruit Punch. It is very, very similar. So this is the Rimmel one and this is the NYX one. So then I went and, as you can tell, there's like barely any left. Like, that's definitely gonna be featured in MT's video pretty soon. So that's what I touched up with, and I've really been loving rocking a red, or like a very bright orangey reddish burnt like pinkish type of shade. I don't know why. I just think it's I don't know, bringing out like the summer in me. So I have been wearing these the last week or two, and I really, really like them. They last super long. So the Rimmel one lasts, I think today, like 4 or 5 hours. And then the NYX one is good, but it's very drying on the lips. And you guys know that matte lipsticks are my favorite. So like drying lipsticks are nothing new to me. But this one feels like the Sahara Desert landed on your lips and like sucks out all the moisture. So I'm not too fond of this, but it's almost gone. And I most definitely will not repurchase this again. I don't know if it's just this one lip liner or if it's all the lip liners. I'm not really keen on trying to find that out though right now, because like I said earlier, I have a ton of lip products and a ton of makeup products in general. So that is what is on my lips. And then I also want to mention one other thing, my t-shirt. So this is what it looks like. And it's just really long. I got it from Zara, and I got it in a size medium because I wanted to be able to wear it with like leggings or with shorts or even with like skirts, I suppose. But I have been loving graphic tees from Zara. Every time I go in there, I find like a fantastic graphic tee that is just calling my name, and I think they're super comfortable, and you can be casual and you can dress them down, or you can put like chunky necklaces like I did and kind of glam them up a little bit. So I just wanted to mention that because a lot of the times I get questions on what like top I'm wearing in my video. So this is from Zara. I just picked it up last weekend on Friday, so I know it's still available, and it was $19.90. You cannot beat the price. So that is it from me, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. You know I'm not forcing you to, but I really appreciate everyone who has, and hopefully I will see you later on this week. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.